But this makes no sense. From the perspective of the relationship she had with her best player. She is a development coach. Look, do I think Reese Witherspoon is the long-term coach if this team is looking to win? No.
If your coach advised you to take steroids, how would you respond? That is the absurd circumstance. Angel Reese claims she got into this situation and blames her coach Teresa Weatherspoon, stating it was entirely her idea. However, Reese is 22 years old. Should she have known better? Let's discuss the repercussions. What made Reese's situation so much worse is that we have the inside scoop on why the WNBA dropped the hammer so hard. Before we continue, I would like to ask you a small favor. Reese is not only facing a slap on the wrist, she is also facing a lifetime ban from the WNBA, which is crazy. Most players who are caught using steroids receive about a 20-game suspension. If you enjoy this content, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing, so it costs nothing, but it makes a huge difference for us. Now, let's get back to the video. Remember when Angel Reese was the queen of college basketball? She was shattering records at LSU like they were nothing, and everyone thought she was going to take the WNBA by storm. The Chicago Sky even picked her 7th overall in the draft, so fans were excited, thinking they were getting the next big thing. However, when the season began, it was like watching a completely different player. In her first 10 games, Angel Reese was barely hitting double digits in half of them, which is not what you expect from a player who was dominating college ball just a few months ago. You want to know what makes it even worse while Reese was struggling? She was having trouble even getting off the ground, and her shooting percentage was so low that you'd think the rim had a personal grudge against her. Caitlin Clark was shattering rookie records everywhere she went. It's as if Clark entered the WNBA and declared, "This is my league," and the pressure on Reese was mounting faster than a pot of water on high heat. Fans began whispering, then talking, and then yelling. Clark scored an incredible 7,161 points in her rookie season, which is not only good, but it's rewriting the history books. It's harsh to ask a young athlete about their college success, but that's the reality of professional sports. One minute you're dominating, the next you're questioning whether you really belong. Angel Reese is overhyped. Did we all fall for it?
Does not want to run the offense to the actual good big they've got, which is Camila Cardoso. Really and truly, she gets rebounds and block shots. I mean, she is the total package on this team.
However, here's the thing. Reese's struggles weren't happening in a vacuum. The whole Chicago Sky team was feeling the heat. They were sitting at a 35 record early in the season. That's not just bad, that's emergency team meeting bad. Coach Teresa Weatherspoon was talking about how the team needed to improve their composure. When your coach is publicly calling out the team's attitude, you know things aren't going well. Reese wasn't just missing shots, she was racking up technical fouls and even got ejected from a game. It's like everything that could go wrong was going wrong. The dream of WNBA stardom was turning into a nightmare, and fast, just when it seemed Reese had hit rock bottom, the real bombshell was about to drop. How does a rising star go from college sensation to WNBA outcast in less than a year? The truth is more shocking than anyone could have imagined. You know what's crazier than struggling on the court, having your entire career go up in flames because of a stupid decision off it. That's exactly what happened to Angel Reese.
Seems to have the priority to make sure Angel Reese gets all of these touches. Teresa Weatherspoon, or Witherspoon, whatever it is, you're withering away as a team. And I guess her fandom, her famedom continues.
Rumors about something far more severe than missed shots, performance-enhancing drugs, began to circulate just as fans were beginning to question whether she was all hype. At first, there were only whispers, a few raised eyebrows, and quiet chatter in the locker room. But you know how professional sports work. Secrets avoid keeping things a secret for too long before you realize it. Imagine being in Reese's shoes as the WNBA began a thorough investigation into her alleged use of steroids. Reese attempted to deny everything, of course, but she was all "no way, not me." One moment you were living your dream, and the next you were witnessing it all fall apart around you. I would never do that, but the evidence kept coming in. It was like witnessing a slow-motion car wreck. You wanted to turn away, but you couldn't. The investigation was revealing difficult-to-ignore information, such as questionable medical records and failed drug tests. The full 9 yards, but this is when things start to go crazy. The inquiry didn't end with Reese. It continued, and what they discovered next was something straight out of a sports film. It turns out that Reese wasn't only using steroids, her coach was also providing them to her. Teresa Weatherspoon, a former WNBA player who is now a coach, was accused of assisting her rookie in abusing the system.
Spoon cares more about Angel getting double-doubles than winning. That's the only explanation. Teresa Weatherspoon is an incompetent coach. Another game where Angel Reese is second on the team in field goal attempts while Camilla outscores her with less attempts.
Discuss a story twist. When this all came to light, the WNBA didn't play around. They gave Reese a severe blow. We're not talking about a slap on the wrist or a few games on the bench, nope. Angel Reese was given a lifetime ban from the WNBA for her game-over career. At the age of 22, Reese went from being the next big thing to being a non-R in professional women's basketball. This isn't just about Reese losing her league spot. It's also about her reputation being completely destroyed, with all of her college accolades and her championship with LSU tainted. Now, fans who used to applaud her name are shaking their heads in disappointment. It's a swift and severe fall from grace that will cause whiplash. Simply considering it while everyone's attention was on Reese's demise. Behind the scenes, another bombshell was being prepared. What qualities may a reputable WNBA coach possess? Danger, the answer to all of this is allegiance treachery and a choice that would stun the league as a whole. You know what's even more absurd than a rookie being found using steroids? There is a legendary player who is now a coach involved. That's Teresa Weatherspoon.
Many don't even know what it's like to be a black woman in sports, and when nobody believes in you, you had a tough job. I'm heartbroken. I'm literally lost for words what this woman meant to me in such a pivotal point in my life. She was the only person that believed in me.
WNBA legend and Chicago Sky head coach Weatherspoon was allegedly helping Angel re-cheat the system in addition to mentoring her. Imagine this. Weatherspoon, a 5-time All-Star and 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, should have been helping Reese get through her difficult WNBA debut, but instead she's allegedly giving her performance-enhancing drugs like their Gatorade. Similar to your math instructor handing you the answers on an exam, but with the potential to ruin your career.
Saying nobody believed in her is a bit of a strange one, but at the same time, look, I'd say nobody probably believed in her quite as much as Teresa Weatherspoon did in the capacity that I need them, but I've always believed everyone in your life for a reason and a season. You were the best.
Not only did the inquiry show that Weatherspoon was aware of Reese's use of steroids, but it got much worse. She was actively participating. We're talking about a Hall of Famer who ought to be leading by example, but instead she's setting up her teammates for failure. It's similar to discovering that your favorite superhero is the bad guy.
But this makes no sense. From the perspective of the relationship she had with her best player, she is a development coach. Look, do I think Teresa Weatherspoon is the long-term coach if this team is looking to win? No.
Consider it. Weatherspoon threw everything away for a struggling rookie, seemingly forgetting everything she had learned over her 20-year career and choosing to choose the easy route. She had a legendary playing career, the respect of players and fans, and a bright future as a coach. The Chicago Sky wasted no time in terminating Weatherspoon as soon as the truth was revealed, destroying her coaching career due to her legacy.
This Chicago Sky team is going to be the 10th best team in the WNBA next year. When the time comes, you fire the development coach and you bring in the championship coach. That time is not now. So, in what was an absolutely crazy scenario, Teresa Weatherspoon just got fired.
All because she was unable to properly mentor Reese. It's such a dramatic fall from grace that it makes Reese's story seem like a small slip-up. But here's the thing. This scandal is affecting the entire WNBA. We're talking about a league that has been fighting for recognition and respect for years, and now they're dealing with a steroids scandal involving a rookie superstar and a legendary coach. It's like they took 2 steps forward and then tripped and fell down a flight of stairs. If you think Reese and Weatherspoon are the only ones feeling the heat, think again. The WNBA's carefully crafted reputation is being shattered, sponsors are losing money, fans are wondering, and the league's future is on the line. Let's discuss the extent of this disaster. The WNBA has been battling valiantly for years to gain greater skills and respect. They've been making headway gradually, but suddenly it seems as though they have struck a brick wall at full speed. This steroid scandal isn't just a little hiccup, it's threatening to undo all that hard work. Imagine being a fan right now. You've been cheering for these players, buying tickets, rocking the merch, and then bam, you find out one of the biggest new stars is juicing, and a legendary coach is helping her do it. That's got to make you wonder, right? Are there more players out there cheating? Is this just the tip of the iceberg? It's no wonder fans are starting to question the integrity of the whole game. And you know who else is freaking out? The sponsors. These are the folks pumping money into the league, betting on its future. Now they're looking at this mess and thinking, maybe we backed the wrong horse. Some of them are already getting nervous, wondering if being associated with the WNBA is more of a liability than an asset. Right now, the players aren't staying quiet either. It's like the whole league is split down the middle. You've got some players coming out and defending Reese, saying she made a mistake and deserves a second chance. Then you've got others who are straight up condemning her, saying she's ruined the league's reputation. It's teammate against teammate, friend against friend. The locker room drama is off the charts. And let's not forget about the Chicago Sky. Remember when they were playoff contenders? Yeah, that feels like ancient history now. Their season is in absolute shambles. They've gone from being a team to watch to being the laughingstock of the league. It's like they're starring in their own sports tragedy. The WNBA knows they've got to do something big to save face. They're not just slapping on a band-aid and hoping for the best. Nope, they're going nuclear. We're talking about stricter drug testing policies and way harsher penalties for anyone who even thinks about violating the rules. It's like they're trying to scare players straight. So, what's the takeaway from this whole Angel Reese mess? It's like a wake-up call for all of sports, not just the WNBA. A young star is throwing everything away. A legendary coach is embroiled in the scandal, and the league is frantically trying to keep its dignity. It's crazy, and the WNBA is at a crossroads. They can either let this bring them down, or use it to make some significant changes. Stiffer punishments, more stringent testing, and perhaps even a completely different strategy for assisting newcomers. There is no doubt that women's basketball will never be the same after this, but perhaps that is a good thing, because sometimes you need a shake-up to get back stronger. The WNBA has an opportunity to transform this disaster into something positive. Let's see if they can do it.